Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Season 19 of Sister Wives, even though Tell All is just in its second installment, Kody Brown and his ex-wives are already having a heated argument. Kody has been making every effort to clarify that he is not responsible for the family's demise. However, Kody is frequently put in the hot seat by Tell All host Sukanya Krishnan, also known as Suki, who doesn't hold back. Some fans, on the other hand, believe Kody is becoming agitated and might even attempt to have TLC discipline Suki. To find out why, continue reading. Sister Wives, Suki and Kody Brown dispute. There were some heated exchanges between Kody and Suki in the second segment of the Tell All. During one of their chats, Suki asked why Kody cut Janelle off while attempting to mend their friendship. After Kody interrupted her attempt to make a point, Janelle became quite irate and stopped talking altogether. Kody continued by saying that he simply wasn't satisfied with the way his marriages worked out and that he hoped his wives had already moved on from their past. Suki criticized the Sister Wives actor for trying to sidestep the topic, claiming that although he can act like a baby, they are now conversing like grown-ups. Following the epic Tell All smackdown, does Kody want Suki fired? On social media, some Sister Wives fans speculated that Kody Brown may do something that would end Suki's career as a Tell All host. The poster claims that Suki called Kody a baby and questioned him about his remarks, saying that he looked SD*PID tonight. The OP concluded that Kody might attempt to get Suki fired as a result of this. It's no secret that Kody dislikes being questioned, particularly when he's feeling pressed. Suki, however, calls him out whenever he contradicts his own assertions and seldom ever lets him get away with it. I also thought it was fantastic. It appears that he is no longer in charge of production. That stare down was incredible. He clearly does this frequently with better outcomes, and you could see the hatred in his eyes. Fantastic Suki. She's finally speaking out and posing the difficult questions after all of our previous whining about Suki. Therefore, we should all arrive with pitchforks and torches to protect Suki if he targets her. She's been amazing. That was the strategy. This is how he has always been. Watch the upcoming season. Line their bank accounts. A humorous show. Right, because he's a failure and has run out of wives to help him out. He needed to think about anything else. He is such a joke and an idiot. Sister Wives, Suki and Kody Brown's argument. At the conclusion of the Tell All episode, Suki questioned Kody about why he was withdrawing his offers to go on a man trip with David Woolley. When he found out that Christine agreed with them and proposed a double date, he retracted his statement. Suki suggested that meeting Christine could be a good first step toward healing, but it appears that Kody no longer wants to see her. He even took a few moments to phase out. Then, in the most threatening tone, the Sister Wives actress responded, "Yeah, maybe, maybe not." After adding that it was for a personal reason, Kody said that Christine was undermining. Since her appearance in Sister Wives Season 19, Robyn Brown and Kody Brown have led an opulent and contented life together. In 2010, she became the fourth wife of Kody Brown after Mary, Janelle, and Christine. Robyn grew closer to Kody over time than she did to his previous marriages. She cemented her place in the family in 2014 when she was legally married to him. Kody's first three wives terminated their spiritual unions with him between 2021 and 2023. After that, he decided to stop pursuing polygamy and started a monogamous relationship with Robyn. At first, Robyn and Kody had difficulties because of the major disruption in their family's relationships. They experienced marital difficulties as a result of Kody's anger management problems. Thankfully, things have subsided in the last few months. Their new monogamous relationship has brought them tranquility, and they are now putting their own happiness first. Together with Mary and Janelle, the other Sister Wives, Kody and Robyn divided the earnings of the sale of the Coyote Pass property equally. They also started a new monogamous existence in a familiar, yet different environment when they sold their old house and purchased a new one in Flagstaff. At first, Robyn tried to be cordial with all of Kody's former spouses. She turned into Christine's ally, Janelle's friend, and Mary's confidant. She showed her great belief in polygamy by taking care of them. Robyn's perspective, however, shifted after Kody broke up with Meri, Janelle, and Christine. She finally lost contact with all of her previous sister wives after losing interest in keeping in touch with them. Robyn doesn't seem to be in touch with any of her former sister wives, including Meri, her old buddy, as of 2025. Christine, Janelle, and Meri have all explained why they had lost contact with Robyn. According to Janelle, she never really had much of a relationship with Robyn. Although Janelle admitted that she has no ill will against Robyn, she has no desire to become friends with her. Regarding their relationship with Robyn, Meri and Christine have similar views. Since they believe they no longer need to establish a relationship with Robyn, both women said that they don't truly speak with her. Rogue Energy claims that Christine stated, "I haven't talked to Meri or Robyn for years." Robyn and Kody have relocated to a new house in Arizona after filming the most recent season. The couple's previous residence in Flagstaff, Arizona, was 4,476 square feet. They spent a lot of time there after purchasing it 5 years ago for $890,000. The previous residence of Kody and Robyn featured 4 bathrooms and 5 bedrooms. The property was quite picturesque because it was near a national forest. Robyn and Kody put their house up for sale at the end of 2024. They made nearly twice as much money when they sold it for $1,775,000 after finding a buyer swiftly. Their son, Dayton, might live in the new property's guest house, 7-car garage, and plenty of room for an RV. Robyn and Kody are in a strong financial position, as seen by the $2.1 million they paid for their new house. Because of their lavish expenditures, several family members have accused them of being shopaholics. Robyn and Kody seem to be leading a pretty comfortable life. Following the dissolution of his spiritual marriages to Meri, Janelle, and Christine, Kody seemed dejected and discouraged. His desire to have a large, polygamous family had been dashed, which made him sad. Robyn, his surviving wife, thought that Kody was damaging their relationship because he was grieving over the loss of his 3 marriages. She was worried that their marriage may go down too. Robyn often referred to herself as the idiot that got left behind when her other sister wives opted for personal independence over polygamy. They were spotted together in Idaho Falls in late May 2025, looking quite content. An image of Kody and Robyn Brown was shared on Facebook by Jasmine Griffin, who said, "It's not every day that you meet Kody and Robyn Brown in the small heart of Idaho Falls." Robyn, wearing a blue flowery shirt, was grinning broadly as she stood next to Kody, who was grinning even more broadly. Janelle talked candidly about the family's financial situation after she and Kody split up. The family funds, which were used to pay for family expenses, were contributed to by every member of the family. But as time went on, she saw a change in the way money was handled. Janelle observed large sums of money being taken out without justification or openness. She continued, "And then the last several years, Kody would just take out funds, and I don't know what for." Robyn was charged of mismanaging the family finances by spending money on dolls while Meri and Janelle were battling for their rightful portion of Coyote Pass land. A blogger claims that Robyn's claimed Etsy account, the Ashley's Reality Roundup, spent a substantial sum of money on dolls and doll accessories. According to the blogger, the account owner, possibly Robyn, spent almost $60,000 on kitchenware and collectible dolls. In 2024, the account holder apparently made over 100 purchases. Although Robyn has not addressed these accusations, there are a number of hints that point to her involvement with the Etsy account. Fans of Sister Wives have long been concerned about Robyn's spending patterns, and they will probably continue to be so. As I don't want to repeat myself, Robyn Brown is a very unpopular character on Sister Wives. Furthermore, no matter how many times I personally look for a positive aspect of her, she consistently fails to deliver. The tell-all's first and second parts have broadcast, and Robyn has declined to respond to inquiries. Viewers are much more irritated with her than normal as a result of this maneuver. The topic of whether the series has reached its end has been raised by Season 19. In any case, Robyn seems more than ready to end her reality TV career at any moment. The woman's chutzpah, to be honest. A video of Robin and Kody Brown preparing to pull up to the tell-all filming was made public by TLC. And Robin expressed it all with her face. The five-time mother didn't want to go and didn't want to engage with the cameras. Then Kody inquired as to if she was anticipating the reunion. "I'd rather have a root canal," she replied. She is a difficult woman to like, despite her good graces. Even Kody seems somewhat taken aback by her candor. But her lack of enthusiasm just became worse. Robin started to stall as Sukanya Krishnan asked questions. Despite having a platform to express her truths, she refused to respond to question after inquiry. To make matters worse, Robin said that she hadn't seen any of the TLC videos that she was supposed to discuss during the sit-down reunion. She described the videos as disturbing to the host. Robin had obviously checked out of doing the real work and pocketed her large TLC paycheck. It goes without saying that Robin's nasty attitude did not impress the Sister Wives audience. Fans of Sister Wives seemed to be most irritated by Robin's refusal to accept responsibility. Her and Kody's behavior has caused the Brown family to fall apart. However, they both firmly think that falling in love was the only mistake they had done. Insert vomit emoji here. Robin has been regarded as the favorite wife for years. Janelle Brown even called her the scared cow during the most recent season. Robin appeared to clap back when questioned about the remark at the reunion.
Moo.
No, I'm not sure. In any case, I don't give a damn. Robin's unwillingness to acknowledge that she was, in fact, Kody's favorite wife is evident. Robin hasn't contributed anything to the discussion during the first two tell-all segments. Viewers of Sister Wives are now painfully aware that she is merely seated on the couch out of necessity. Regretfully, Robin has frequently constructed her own story about her role in the family. She was the victim of a narrative in which she was persuaded to adopt a polygamous lifestyle. Viewers of Sister Wives had some strong reactions to Robin's careless behavior. Instagram comments were used by followers to express their indignation. TLC should not pay Kody and Robin if they refuse to answer questions during the tell-all, a fan remarked. Given how candidly the other women have discussed their ongoing challenges or victories in life, the notion makes sense. The most dull aspect of the series was Robin's plot, which centered around her daughter's baptism. "I couldn't help but think she had been duped. Both of them fit each other," said another. "Cheating on themselves. But not misleading anybody but themselves." Since then, the comments have been disabled. Unfortunately, viewers won't learn anything new from the Sister Wives tell-all. We have been watching old episodes from the last few seasons that weren't recorded in real time. As a result of social media updates, the majority of viewers were already aware of the circumstances. The only thing devoted fans truly want is for Robin to respond to the challenging questions, just like the other women have. However, it appears more likely than ever that fans won't get their dream. It appears that even Kody, who considers himself Batman, has had enough. The dust hadn't even settled on the latest Sister Wives tell-all when whispers began circling among TLC insiders that Kody Brown, patriarch turned pariah, was absolutely livid behind the scenes and allegedly demanding that host Suki, Krishnan be fired after what he perceived as a brutal, biased, and humiliating on-air takedown that left his public image in tatters. According to fan chatter, production leaks, and social media sleuths dissecting every raised brow and tense pause during the special, the fireworks weren't confined to the stage. Kody was allegedly so enraged that he stormed off set after filming Wrapped, shouting that the tell-all had been a hit job and that Suki ambushed him with loaded questions designed to make him look like a villain, especially when it came to his crumbling relationships with Janelle, Christine, and even his fractured connection with his children. During the interview, Suki didn't hold back. Calm, composed, and incisive, she asked Kody why so many of his adult children felt emotionally abandoned, why his financial behavior toward the Coyote Pass land has sparked such outrage, and most painfully, why it appears he's chosen to emotionally isolate himself with Robin while disregarding the other women who helped build the family empire. Kody's answers ranged from defensive to explosive, and at one point, he even accused the show of editing him to look like a narcissist and claimed the entire format of the tell-all was weaponized against him. When Suki pushed back, gently, yet firmly, With quotes from Christine and Janelle about feeling emotionally manipulated and financially exploited, Kody lost his composure, snapped that he was tired of being guilt for loving Robyn, and, in a moment that made jaws drop across the fandom, allegedly threatened to walk from the show permanently unless this kind of gotcha hosting stopped. "I've had enough of this narrative being pushed," he reportedly told a producer backstage. "Suki's not neutral, she's picking a side. Fire her or find someone who doesn't treat me like a criminal." That backstage meltdown, according to insiders, was followed by Kody filing an official complaint with the network, requesting that Suki be replaced for future specials, claiming her line of questioning was character assassination under the guise of journalism. But while Kody may be fuming, fans are rallying behind Suki more than ever. Social media exploded in praise for the seasoned host's calm poise and unwillingness to let Kody rewrite history, with viewers declaring, "She asked what we were all screaming at the screen," and calling her a national treasure. Even Christine and Janelle subtly expressed support for Suki during post-show interviews, with Janelle saying she appreciated the fairness of the questions and Christine noting that it was refreshing to finally feel heard. This overwhelming fan support for Suki might make Kody's demands hard to honor, but some sources suggest TLC is nervously watching the situation, as Kody remains one of the central figures in the show's long-term appeal, despite, or perhaps because of, his controversial presence. Meanwhile, Robyn is rumored to be backing her husband's fury, reportedly calling the tell-all a public shaming circus, and urging TLC to recognize that the family can't heal when we're being ripped apart on television. But critics argue Kody's anger isn't really about Suki. It's about the unraveling of his control, the slow but undeniable shift in power as the women reclaim their voices, and the viewers demand transparency instead of performance. Whether or not Kody gets his way, one thing is certain. The tell-all didn't just expose the cracks in the family, it shattered the illusion of harmony completely. And now, with Kody at war with the host, the producers, and perhaps even the format of the show itself, fans are asking the big question, is this the beginning of the end for Sister Wives as we know it, or just the next chaotic chapter in a saga that's no longer about plural marriage, but about power, pride, and painful truths? As the fallout continues, all eyes are on TLC, Suki, and the Brown family, especially Kody, whose attempt to silence tough questions might have just backfired spectacularly. When it comes to explosive reality TV reunions, few cast members spark as much controversy as Robyn Brown, and during the most recent Sister Wives tell-all, fans were left fuming when Robyn, often seen as the show's most guarded and controversial wife, repeatedly dodged or outright refused to answer pointed, emotional, and long overdue questions posed by host Suki Krishnan. Behavior that quickly sent shockwaves through the fandom, igniting a wildfire of backlash across social media platforms and discussion boards where viewers didn't hold back in their frustration over what they saw as Robyn's manipulative silence and weaponized tears. From the very start of the tell-all, it became apparent that Robyn was approaching the interview with a different energy than her sister wives, where Janelle bravely discussed her emotional and financial fallout from her marriage to Kody, and Christine gave honest, tearful insights into the years she spent feeling neglected and unloved. Robyn seemed defensive, evasive, and at times dismissive, clinging tightly to a narrative that portrayed her as an innocent bystander to the family's unraveling. Despite being the wife Kody openly prioritized above all others. When asked about the other wives' long-standing accusations that she played victim or used tears to get her way, Robyn skirted around the issue, offering vague, non-committal answers like, "I just want everyone to be happy," or "I didn't ask for any of this." Statements that rang hollow for viewers who have watched season after season of her slowly become the central figure in Kody's orbit, while the other wives emotionally and physically distanced themselves from the family. The tension reached a boiling point when Suki gently but firmly asked Robyn why she didn't intervene when Kody was ignoring his children from other marriages or allowing Janelle and Christine to carry the emotional burden alone, and instead of owning any role, Robyn sighed, looked away, and said she didn't want to talk about other people's experiences, prompting an instant uproar online. where fans accused her of deflecting and using performative emotion to avoid accountability. To many, it wasn't just what she refused to say, it was the calculated way she seemed to cry on cue, dabbing her eyes with a tissue whenever things got too uncomfortable, but never actually offering sincere, unfiltered answers like the rest of the cast. Even her response, or lack thereof, to questions about her role in the Coyote Pass land division and whether she supported Kody's financial decisions infuriated longtime viewers who have been following the saga for years, especially after revelations that she lives in a massive home, while Janelle, at one point, had no fixed residence. For fans who once sympathized with Robyn's initial struggles integrating into the family, her refusal to address the hard truths made her appear not only aloof, but complicit in the favoritism and emotional distancing that tore the Brown family apart.